Welcome back.
Welcome.
Episode 31.
32.
I love how at the beginning of every episode we're like, is it this? Is it this number? We don't know.
Sure, whatever.
Further than we thought we'd make it.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, we're at almost a year,
I know, that's crazy. I was with friends at dinner tonight and they were like, "Are you still doing that?" And I was like, "Yeah, every week."
but it doesn't feel like every week. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
it doesn't. Like it doesn't feel like we did it last week.
No, it feels like we go months without doing it.
I know.
Yeah, it really does. But no, 32 weeks.
I know.
We've been here showing up for you guys. But it's been fun.
I have like this genuinely is a form of therapy. Not the type of therapy that it's like group therapy where it's like you're not really getting advice from the other people that you're talking to, but you're all just talking about your life experiences. And from that, you're like healing. That's this, but there's only two of us.
Correct. And I remember the first couple episodes we put out, I was so just like, oh my gosh, like what did I say too much? Like what if this ruins me? And I was literally like not saying anything that would have been any sort of controversial. But I think it was just like the buzz around it, like, oh, we're starting a podcast. And it was just like telling people and people finding out about it.
Yeah.
Now I just truly am like, another episode, I'm not even going to think twice about what we talk about. It just flows out of you and you're like, all right, it's out there now. And one day who knows who's going to find it, but
I hope they enjoy it. Isn't it crazy to think that our future kids could listen to this? Our grandkids, great grandkids?
I thought about that last week and I was like, I don't know, just how fun. How fun that like
Yeah.
they get to see this season of our lives. Because I
Oh.
would have loved to see like my mom in her young 20s, hear what she was working through,
Oh.
just having fun. And I always told I've been talking to my sister about it like since the beginning. And I always told her, I was like, it's just fun. And when it's not fun anymore, then like we don't have to do it anymore. But
Yeah.
it, it just is. It's easy. It's fun.
Yeah. And I love that we don't hold ourselves to too high of a standard. I don't think we really have the ability to do so, but we do just show up and we have fun. And sometimes we talk about maybe a little bit deeper stuff, but the most of the time it's genuinely just like we're sitting together, laughing, having fun. So I like it.
I do too. I agree. But now that we've all gotten on the same page as to why we're here,
Right.
how have you been? How is your school year is wrapping up? It's
Uh,
when's your last day? I think I asked you this last week.
So I have one last online final on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're in
And
the
so
you're in the middle of finals right now.
yeah, it's like it's finals week. I have three tomorrow and then one on Thursday. So it's like it's here, but it's so close to being done. I'm not taking any summer classes. And then I leave for Kaleo, my thing that I'm doing this summer, on the 24th.
Okay, so
So
you have a couple weeks off
yeah.
between the
And
two.
then well, I go to Vegas. So like it's weird because it's like broken up. But like Vegas is like a fun thing, obviously, but that's the 15th through the 18th. Um, so yeah. But and then I'm in Florida for 9 weeks.
Are you a I love finals week or I hate finals week kind of person?
Um, this finals week, I kind of love. Like
Okay.
I'm kind of honestly a little sentimental. Like it's my last finals week of junior year. Like I don't know why it feels sad to me, but next year I'm a senior and I think that's what feels like a little bit sad to me. And then because I know after senior year, like I'll probably be moving away, and so it's just a lot of it's a lot of lasts right now. Or like this year will be especially, and I had like my last brunch with some of my friends for the summer that I won't see all summer long. And I don't know, I just feel kind of sad but excited. Um, but yeah, just like a lot of things are changing right now, but it's good.
That's just college. Like I feel like college is
Yeah.
just 3 months, you're in a routine, you finally get adjusted to your routine, to your people, to the people
Yeah.
you're seeing, and then it's like boom, season change.
Yeah.
And then you got to readjust for summer, and that the people are going to look different and your routines are going to look different. And then it's like, okay, you're back in fall. So it's like right as you're starting to get into like a routine and an attachment, then it just changes. That's what I felt like at least.
No, for sure. Sometimes like this past year, I felt like I didn't even want to hang anything up on the walls because I was like, it goes so fast. I know that it goes so fast. Moving just stinks, but it is exciting. I am excited for the time of my life where I'll live somewhere in the same place for more than 1 year. I think that I just miss that. I love like having a home and like hosting and stuff like that. And so I'm excited for the season of my life that is going to be that.
I
But
know. It's fun, but like on the other side of it, I'm like, I miss just those like ratchet little drawers I would get from Walmart because I wouldn't even care about what they looked like. They were like plastic gray
yeah,
drawers, and I would just shove all my like underwear and clothes into them. And it's just college, so you don't care. You're like, oh, it's college, like I'll throw it away in 4 years or whatever. It's like totally acceptable. Now, if I did that, I'd be like, Lydia,
ugh,
buy a dresser, please.
dresses are expensive.
Expensive. Homeware, I have no concept for like what a good price of furniture is. No concept.
Do not ask me.
I really just try to like Facebook Marketplace or thrift everything because I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever they're selling it for just seems like too much, no matter what.
yeah, no, I agree. But what about you? Anything lit or crazy or want to share with the class?
Don't you hate that in school? Did you ever get told like,
No, I loved it actually.
oh, actually, what am I thinking? Of course you loved it. Were you like the first to volunteer to read for everything?
No, because I'm a dyslexic. Never ever read. I would actively like, please don't choose me. Please don't choose me.
Really?
No, I can't read in front of people.
Can we just make dyslexia like a totally normal thing at this point? Like nobody should get made fun of for having dyslexia.
No one should be asked to read in front of class. That should be volunteered only because there are always kids who are like, yeah, I love to read. Like one of my friends in my classes,
I know.
that's good for you. I wish I could read in public, but I can't.
No, I have a voice. I have a reading voice. And it's so annoying. Like I annoy myself because, but I'm just that type of person that's like, well, when it's awkward silence, they call in the class to read and no one is, I'm like, I'll just do it because someone has to do it. You know what I mean?
You would be my favorite person.
Because I would take, be like, okay,
Yeah.
off the hook. But sorry, I keep derailing us. No, things have been good. We've just been, I hate, I just say the word busy so often. And I'm like, everyone's busy. I'm not special.
Uh,
We're all busy in our own way. But yeah, I like to slow down though. I
really,
just I crave the evenings where I have nothing to do except for just make like a nice slow dinner and just watch TV all night.
that sounds like a really healthy place to be. That sounds nice.
I don't know. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like this whole busy thing just doesn't really appeal to me anymore. I'm like, no, give me the slow life.
No, that makes sense.
But we'll see. Like some stuff is obviously unavoidable and work and Jake's work. And we just had a lot of like family things happening recently. His brother's graduating from dental school this weekend, so we got to go to Kansas City for that.
Yeah.
And then just lots of stuff happening with his family's business. They're like doing their grand opening for their new extension um onto their assisted living facility. So that's kind of like an all hands on deck kind of project. So yeah, it's just been good, but it's just such a weird season. Like someone was asking me how I was enjoying married life. And it's great. Like I love it, but it's just Jake and I. And so we just kind of do whatever and
Yeah.
whenever. And there's like routines we have together, but I feel like we're also so independent of each other. And yeah, I don't know. But it's been good. Like it's just a weird season, you know?
Yeah.
Like we're just in that in between where we're like kind of getting over the bump of newlyweds, but we don't have kids yet, and we're just vibing.
Yeah. Are you excited for summer though? Like, because you've never had a summer at the lake. Are you excited for that?
I am excited. I'm worried though that I won't get to like play and enjoy the lake as much as I did when I would just come in from out of town, because like my sole purpose for coming here was to enjoy the lake.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And now I'm gonna have like all these responsibilities and just the bustle of living life while living here. So, but I'm
Uh-huh.
excited. I think we're gonna try to get out on the water as much as we can this summer. I just want to enjoy it like as a 23-year-old girl too.
Yeah.
Make plans with like other young people, friends, and say yes to things and just kind of like enjoy this season. Because I think if I'm not intentional about that, I'll just like kind of find myself not doing those things. So, yeah, I'm ready for summer though. I think I'm excited just for how, like, how the lake comes to life.
Yeah.
I feel like it's already starting to do that. So, I'm excited. It's been a long time coming. Winter has
Yeah.
been long.
Yeah. That'll be fun though. It'll be a good summer for you. I'm excited.
Yes. I'm gonna miss you though. I wish you were gonna be here.
I know, me too. No, I, yeah, I know. I'm at the point where for a while it didn't feel real. And for the next little bit, like I was just really excited. And now it's like getting so real that I'm still excited, but I am feeling sad. Like, I don't know, I just have so many people that I love and I'm gonna miss them.
I know. Yeah, but I just can't wait to hear about all your adventures.
It's so fun. Okay, you had a funny topic that you wanted to talk about.
Yes. Okay. So we have this thing where we'll just like text each other like random topics throughout the week just so that we don't forget them. And one I heard this week was this concept of like having a favorite ex. And I was just very confused by it, I think on a couple levels, because on one hand, it's like, okay, what does that say about that person? Like, is it okay to have a favorite ex, and what does that mean? Because does that mean there's still like harboring some kind of like attraction or like admiration towards that person? And I was just overall like, it just kind of made me stop and think about, okay, say if I asked like my husband, do you have a favorite ex? I'm like, is there even a good answer for that? You know what I mean?
Okay, it didn't become weird to me until you put it in that context, and that is weird.
Isn't that weird?
But in general, I don't think it is weird because I don't know.
Like, what do you measure that on? Do you measure that on as like how cool of a person they were, or how cool of your experiences? Maybe you traveled a lot together, like you had some cool experiences together, or like where's the measurement of the favorite ex?
Yeah, I think it's kind of on a little bit of everything. It might be on how things ended,
True.
how what the relationship looks like now. Because I could see someone you put two of the same exact people in a breakup, one ends really badly, the other one ends just fine and mutual and still like civil when they see each other, that maybe might help you decide who your favorite ex is. But at the same time, like, I don't know, you might just, I have not dated a lot of people. And so I think you would need to talk to someone who has dated a lot of people or like at least a few people to get a really good answer of this. But I think that you like everyone differently anyway. And for those people who have maybe dated more people than others, they might have just dated one individual compared to another for kind of like convenience reasons. Like maybe it wasn't ever going to be a sustainable relationship, whereas one they really did see a future with, and so maybe they like them more than the other. Does anything that I just said make sense?
No, it does. And I think we're just trying to like, because an ex is an ex for a reason. Like they are
Yeah.
no longer your person for one reason or another.
Right.
But I guess it's kind of like you're saying, like the lesser of two evils,
Yeah.
the lesser of two heartbreaks, or the lesser of two. If you put two situations side by side, one of them is going to be a little bit better than the other,
Right.
or a little bit worse than the other. And so I guess that's how you'd measure it. But I had never even heard of the topic until I saw it the other day. And it just got me thinking if that's actually a thing, or if that even could be a thing.
Like when I think about it, because even if I were to consider like any of my situation, if I just consider all of them together, I have a least favorite and I have a favorite.
Okay. So it's like,
But for
let me
me, it
think.
makes sense. Like for me, mine aren't even comparable.
Well, no, and mine probably aren't either because I also haven't just like dated a ton of people.
Neither have I. So
It's like a dating person kind of thing.
I think you would have to ask a dating person.
Is there a difference between a dating person and a relationship person?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess because it's like if you're a dating person, you just like to go on a couple dates with people and then you don't ever go any further. But a
Right.
relationship person is like someone that probably jumps in too soon to relationships.
I would, yeah, that's how I would define it.
What do you think you are?
Oh, relationship. But I am not like a bouncer arounder. Whatever.
No.
But I, I had someone, you know who she is. Um, I'm not gonna say her name because she didn't give me permission, but she messaged me the other day and was like, "Hey, like this is so random, but I think that you and this guy would be really like I think that you would really like him." Um, he is an engineer, he loves the Lord, he's really funny, he's tall. Like she was like listed off all these great things. And I'm telling like I read it and I was just like, no.
Wait, what do you mean no?
Like, no. I I like froze.
So you do you think you could be set up with someone like truly?
I don't think so. I think a couple episodes ago, maybe last episode, I don't know when it was, but you were saying how I'm gonna have to be a friend to relationship person. I think that's the only way I can do it.
I think so too. I think you have to because you don't just view guys as like a list of credentials.
No.
And it's not like you have a specific type of guy in mind, I don't think. I think yours is more like high level and just you focus more on how you're the chemistry and how you guys get along
Yeah.
side by side. So I do think like I know what you mean. You're not just gonna be like willing to jump right into anything just because he looks good on paper.
No. And I think that part of that is because I just know this is gonna sound so stupid. When guys meet me, they think that they like me, but they don't.
Okay. Also, our Zoom is about to kick us off, and I'm really sad.
No.
It's a good conversation.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Okay, so what I was saying is that I don't think that I could ever be set up with someone. I think that my relationships like have to start like friends to dating to relationship to like that vibe because I think when not a lot and not every, so I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but I think that guys think that they like me genuinely just because I most people like me. Like I think that if you dislike me, like you almost have to like try to dislike me. That's crazy of me to say. That's
Oh,
crazy. But and so not that I have really anything going on for me, but I just like I don't know, I can like I'm just like fun. And so like guys in like this age group or even like yeah, like my age range, I think that they just think when they meet me, they like me. And so that's why I think I'm attracted to people that don't like me.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying because I just think guys like they don't need a whole lot to like
No.
a girl. They just kind of need some like good basic things. Not saying that you're not like
No, it's okay.
on that,
I
but
really am not though.
you're like that plus more. So I think that's what you're like, okay, that's why guys are like, okay, wow, but I agree that you need like a little bit of a game.
So, and that's why I think actually this is perfect that you said this because the guy I have a crush on, like an act. Wait, I told you I mentioned I like briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, we've
Okay,
talked.
well, I'm exposing myself, but my TikTok audience already knows about my crush. Um, but this guy that I have a crush on, every time I talk to him, like I'm like, you could not be more uninterested in me. I think I am obsessed with you.
It
No.
is like the art of seduction though, just to not fully ever know, I think.
Okay.
And but obviously one day you're gonna have to know one way or another.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd ever like make the first move or like have the first like what are we conversation?
No, he would be like, I don't know your name. I'd be like,
What?
oh.
I need to talk to you about something.
He like literally leave me alone. No, Lydia, every single time I talk to this guy, he just acts annoyed with me.
Um, you mean
Like,
it's like dismissive of like he doesn't really like lead the conversation on?
no, like we like have conversation, but and I can't tell if he's joking or like he just says stuff that I'm like, like your friends are obsessed with me, obviously. You're not. What is wrong with you?
Hmm.
I know. So
And
that's why I like him.
that makes sense. I couldn't really tell you what that is going on in your mind that makes you want to do that, but
I think it's delusion.
I think it's like you want it's like almost like an obstacle you have to like get through.
Yeah.
It's like a challenge. You're like, okay, I'm gonna take this because like it's so easy to be like, okay, yeah, they're interested in me moving right along, like unfazed. Don't
Yeah.
care.
No. But I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to think of like a good situation that I could.
So wait, do you play hard to get?
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm not playing to get with anyone.
Wait, what? What about the crush?
Well, I don't know. I genuinely, okay, I don't want to say too much, but he was like he just says stuff sometimes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like we were in a group, we were like talking about playing pickleball. He was like, why would I play with you? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we're all friends. He's like it was just like little things or like he was going to Taco Bell with his friends, and like I made a joke and I was like, yeah, like I don't want to come. Like I wasn't invited and I wasn't going to go regardless. He was like, yeah, like we didn't ask you to come. Like so serious.
Huh.
I can't tell.
Because like I feel like sometimes guys like that can just be doing that to try to be like funny or because they actually do like you. Not us trying to like spin it around to where he's still obsessed with you.
So in conclusion, but he's like nice to everyone else.
Is he's obsessed with you.
Perfect.
He's just hiding it really well.
Very good at hiding it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me know how this one ages. Like I'm sure you will let me know, but um I want to ask you something, but I don't know if I can. Is he going with you this summer?
Yeah.
The pool just got narrowed.
No, there's five. No, there's like 20 something, but it could be.
Keep them on their toes. Mr.
Yeah.
Crush. We need to give him a name.
Oh gosh. Okay. It needs to be something not like super obvious. I was about to say what fr he's in a fraternity. I was about to say what fraternity he was in. That would narrow it down pretty easily.
Yeah.
Oh, what could this is crazy that like
Yeah, but here's the thing. He could know if he took the opportunity to listen to the pod.
true.
So he could.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to sound like a psychopath. Like at the same time, manifestation,
No, I
you
don't think
know?
you are. I just think for the longest time, it was like sharing your crush was like the biggest, darkest secret in the world growing
Is
up.
that feels for me?
Oh my gosh, like if someone found out I had a crush on them, my world was over.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and I'm like, why? Because I like someone, like that means that I should be ashamed about that or like embarrassed.
That's a good point.
And I just think we need to normalize crushes.
Bring back crushes 2024 and beyond. Because I think they're fun. Like this is genuinely my first crush in forever. But when I tell you, like, I am a crazy person. But do, you're like, what are you talking about? But the like subtle crazy, you know?
Like just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. And it's like totally the red car theory. Like last semester, I can't remember seeing this guy at all. At all. I remember him one time, and it was because I'm not saying that. People could know.
Narrowing it down even further.
Um, but like I had to think about like me seeing him. So it's not, I don't know, but now I see him everywhere.
Of course you do. Yeah,
But
that
we're
makes
involved in like all of the same stuff too. So it's not that weird.
yeah. At what point do you realize you have a crush on someone though?
Ooh, that's a good question because for me, like I can actually pinpoint and like see the progression. I'm trying to think of the first time that I realized like I think I have a crush on this guy. Okay, yeah, actually I know.
Okay, what is it?
Wait, no, I can't say it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the abstract,
Oh,
like
okay. Like this is where I was. This is what I was wearing.
January 1st.
Um, I think I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm like smiling a lot. Like why?
Yes. I think it's when you notice when they walk into a room,
Yeah.
get
Oh,
like
that's
that kind of
good.
nervous feeling, like almost nervous. You suddenly just become so aware of like what you look like, what you're talking like.
Yes.
You become like very self-conscious in that way. Not me like reminiscing on my crush days, but
Oh, it's like a rush of adrenaline on all the time though. It's so fun.
Yeah, it really is. And it's so stressful for no reason.
So this thing consumes my entire life.
Just like the stress, the
Yeah.
literal the agony, the pain behind a crush is it's just it's a lot.
Exhausting.
Exhausting. It really is. It's a full time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you the kind of girl? I'm sorry, I'm just like picking you apart right now. What the kind of girl that is like, I want to look my absolute best every time I see him, or I kind of want to like play it natural, cool, not try too hard, and then like wow him on like a special occasion.
I honestly don't think too much about that, but I
I
think it's mainly because I people kind of see what I look like or they have the opportunity to see what I look like every day, kind of at all points of the day. And so it's like, if you want to see me at my worst, you can see me at my worst. And if you want to see me at my best, you can see me at my best.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's one of the cool freedoms that social media has given me, I think, because it's like I'm not hiding from anything.
Yeah, and I think social media has kind of done that for a lot of people just because I feel like growing up in, I'd say probably middle school, there was kind of this constant like you always had to be like dressed really well and your hair had to be done and like makeup done to feel like you could see people.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was ever fully like that, but I just feel like there was like a culture of that. And now I definitely feel like there's a movement of showing just more of like your natural or worst sides and just kind of
Yeah.
being it all out there for people to see. Because one time or another, you're going to have to show someone you without makeup on or you with you when you're sick or
Yeah. No. And I'm just not a cute girl anyway. And so I don't really try to like lean into that because it's just not
you don't think
like
so?
most of the time I give rat, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't even know what I give. It's so weird to
You
like,
are cute, girl.
oh, well, thank you. But I also feel like 75% of the time I'm sitting here in my sweatpants and t-shirt, and that's how Jake sees me. Like it is weird when you get married and you're just like locked in on someone. You still want to get dressed up and like go out on dates and stuff, but it's just also at the same time kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is just kind of a funny, like, because you're not really doing it for them anymore. Like you are, but it's still, you got to do it for yourself because you've got them, like you won, like you hooked them, they're
Yeah.
yours. But anywho,
I don't even know anymore.
this is like the old married hag. You're like this young, like fresh girl on the streets.
Oh, LOL.
Crazy.
Life is so fun, lit and crazy.
It is fun.
But um, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, no, I think we pretty much covered it.
Okay, then we love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm Eliana.
Lydia.
Really quick before you hang up, I want to get a little cute little picture for the Instagram.
It's Jake. Excuse me,
So we
sir.
can end it and then we'll take the picture and then we can like then you can just cut it.
Okay. Sounds great.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm Eliana
I'm Lydia.
and we are the Fake Standards.
Bye.
Bye guys. I forgot.